Hello, hello. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live because I wasn't feeling too well. But my throat thing, I just had to get my throat. But I was like, no, I want to go live. Maybe my regulars are here and it's so nice to hang out and just go over the charts. So forgive me if my voice is not too well because I might cough a little bit, but we're going to make it work. And yeah, let's see. This is a paper trade that's on. I did pass an eval in the morning, but because I've passed it, I can't trade my eval. And so it's just going to be paper trading for now. And yeah, as you can see, I'm in a long. It was quite a good morning. Then I got really choppy and not really that nice to trade. So I'm just hoping that the afternoon session will be nice to go over some trade sets up. I'm sorry, some trade setups and yeah. So how's it going? I think I've got to adjust my setup a little bit, right? Where am I going to sit? I need to get the light. I need to do the lighting in a way that it doesn't show how I'm actually feeling. So I need the light to make me look better than I feel. Here we go. That's good. Okay. I think I'm in vision. I'm in there. And the screen is on. Do you hear me? So I was playing around with the music and the mic got really bad, so I had to get the virtual cable out again because I hardly hear the mic was really robotic almost, and I just couldn't get it work that it felt that it sound comfortable with the music on the background. So I just had to get that off, and so that's why there's no music, but that's fine, I guess, right? I just want to check if yeah, I changed my camera a little bit. It's a little bit. I made it smaller, but the risk is that I'm not. There we go. Can't move, otherwise I'm out of sight. Okay, that's that. Now, let's see if I can hear myself. Just need to double check. Yep, good. Okay, all good. Now, let's go over the trade. I don't know if anyone's in the chat. Yeah, say hi. Tell me how you're doing. Are you in a trade? Did you make a trade this morning? Are you having, what are you looking at? So obviously I'm in a long. And I'm just gonna let it play out. Might want to trail my stop at some point, but I'm not really. It's a little bit herky jerky at the moment, so I'm not gonna trail it yet. I'm just gonna let it play out until we have until 1:30. Just watch this. Mm-mm. 274. Okay. Now the question is, are we going to go back up to this level here? Are we going to break the high? Look, because look at these flat tops here. Those are pretty interesting to me. But the question is, are we going to, did we create an equal, here we have equal lows, basically, and we have flat bottom. I think I'm going to close this one and wait until, yeah, I'm just going to take, come on, close. I'm going to take the profit for here. Just want to wait till 1:30. This is a way to calculate the OTE. Because technically this could be balanced. It doesn't need to go here anymore. So it could have done enough for if it wants to have more move to the downside. It could literally just, react from this area because it looks pretty weak. And so we have two flat tops here. So the devil's mark, but we also have a equal lows here. And on Monday, I call it ping pong Monday. We tend to move between event horizons and end walks. So if we get down, this purple dotted line is an event horizon, so that's the mid between these two. Then I would be inclined to think that we're going in this direction. If we're going to stay above this, then I wouldn't be surprised that we are going to this level. So I just want to wait a little bit now because I'm sort of like thinking like, okay, if we're that weak, are we going to go back down? Are we just going to go to then, ping pong between this level? You can see here, if you on the 15-minute, you see we went from 9:30 till 10 to here. We did go above it, and then we went back into the range, and then we went to this level. So that's what I mean with ping pong. You can always see if you you keep those levels on your charts. You can always see there are a couple of times that it goes between those levels especially on a Monday. And those are the trades. That's how I today passed my eval, partially on this move, and I took it back down to this move again. So I wasn't planning to do that because of the first week of the month. I tried to be, paper trading mainly, and especially on Monday, just, get back on in the rhythm. Also being not feeling 100%, sleeping yesterday all day. But I saw an opportunity and I just took it and it worked out well. So, but now because price action has been not very, to say at the least from here on, right? It was just literally barcoding and not easy to trade. So, yeah, so let's see how things are going. Let's see. I just enjoy, if I was like, okay, I'm not feeling 100%. Should I watch tennis? And then, no, I'm just going to go online. Just want to go over the charts. And even though I don't take it, I took just a trade and I went out. I just enjoy going over the trades. So anyway, so yeah, it's a little bit difficult to read at the moment. Does look weak. Sort of manipulated. So I think we just have to give it a little bit more time to see what it wants to do. Look, also if we were, done with the move down, you would think we would have taken this out, created a wick, and we did not. So yeah, I'm inclined to think that we are going to the downside for the PM session, but maybe first a little bit more up and then down. But we'll see. I just have to see. But yeah, these two are just also extremely juicy. Let's get into it. Let's do some more. We also on the opening range gap, so the gap from yesterday's close. Now I wonder with the yesterday we had a half day, right? So to, um, and today's open. Now let's for we didn't have a close at 4:15, so let's say it was Friday's close because it has to be Friday's close. Now we didn't go to we didn't meet have went to the 50% to the midpoint, so we stayed in the bottom half. So I guess that's also an indication that we're very bearish, at least for the morning. But I do want to check if it's because the indicator what it took if it took yesterday's level, because that would be weird because we didn't have a 4:15 close, right? So let me just double check. Okay, yeah, it took Fridays because we didn't have any. Okay, yeah, so it was Friday to today. So Friday we closed at 30. It's the wind again. Yeah, okay, so it's Friday's range. So the indicator does ignore yesterday, so that's good. I just want to double check because I wasn't sure. There we go. Okay. No. 1:18 Eastern. Okay. Now you see on the hourly, right? We've got so much liquidity now below us. So look at these equal, well, basically they're equal. So it took out this high. So obviously we are going to get some movement to the upside after taking this liquidity. But basically it's, we can consider this equal, right? It's just a little sweep. So I'm looking at the 1 hour and it looks still very weak to me. So like I said, I would like it to go below this event horizon and then we make a move to this N walk. And because we have this, yeah, well technically it swept it, but it's so little. 23.30, this is 23.37 and this is 26, so it's 10 points. It's still, yeah, it's a significant sweep, I guess. It's not much, it's like a few ticks. But then again, it's not like, you know, you can see here, we don't have really a wick, it's just, you know, it's just a bottom here and we have this here on the left. So it still looks like it wants to, it is a target. But let's see how price is behaving. Let me check this chart. Do we have a breaker here? Yes. We had a retest here, and now we're going further back up. Could be long too. That's 120. I could take a quick scalp. Let's take a quick scalp here. It's just a scalpy. It's paper trading, guy, nothing serious. Just to get into the rhythm for tomorrow. And now, actually, not for tomorrow. Well, we have red fallen news. So. Stop loss. Hey, what are you doing? You need to go. Almost a 1-to-1. I'm taking half of this wick here, 0.5 level of the OT calculation. It can go higher though. I calculate it like this. So what I do when we have, oh, it should be like this actually. Here we go. Yeah, so you take this level, you take the lowest body. So the bodies, we do have wicks here, but this is the body. So it's more of a safe way to calculate the OTE. Because technically it doesn't have to go all the way up, right? ICT does teach this in some of its, it's sort of hidden somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but so if it's a balanced price range, you can ignore it for the OTE calculation. So then you take your levels and you just, instead of plotting it here or here, or you don't have intermediate higher, you bring it here. Play around with it. Just test it, back test it in your go back in the chart and see if you can see any, if it gives you any value, because I think it does help. We have a wick here, which could be a rejection block. We have a golden zone here, so it looks pretty decent to me, this level, that it could go up here and reject from this, because then this becomes a rejection block. So yeah, so this is a valid area. Flat top. So let's see. It could also reject already from here, but we'll see. It's 22. 8 minutes we have the 130 move starting, so let's see if I just wanted to take stop a little higher already. Okay, this could also be a rejection block here already, right? Because it's also OTE level, this is 0.62. We have a little, do we have a gap here? No, we don't. Sometimes I see gaps because I like to see them, but they're not there. I'm on the 3 minute, by the way, so I'm going to move to the 1. I actually never trade off the 3 minute. I do use it for analysis, but I don't trade off it. Here we go. I like this area. There's one little gap here. Okay. Now to bring it a little bit more down to just see, but it's still, the 7.9 is a little bit lower. Still okay. This is just a scalp, guys. I'm paper trading. I passed an evaluation this morning, so I don't have any. I don't trade my fundeds in the first week, especially I was a little bit ill yesterday, so I have no evals to trade anymore because it's passed, and so this is just paper trading. But we treat it the same. Not always, have to be honest, but yesterday I do. Yeah. So also I always used to have some music, but I had some problems with my mic and if the music, if I have the VB cable and music going through OBS, my mic got really robotic, so I had to take it off, otherwise you guys couldn't hear me properly. So I hope the audio is okay, because I had to go set everything back. I did a test and it sounded okay. So please give me feedback if it sounds really horrible, because I can't really, I don't really know how you experience it. And I'm still in the process of improving things, so feedback is, I need you guys for that to help me improve things. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's now let's have a look. Now we're going to reassess again and wait and see if we can frame the next trade. I'm going to go back to the 15 for this one. Team is that we do have two flat top candles, so that could be a draw on liquidity if we move higher. So let's see how the OTE level, or is this calculation not, sometimes I notice that if I use this way of calculating, it does go higher, even though it goes down a little bit, but you can see now it's sort of rejecting there, so let's see. On days like this, I would rather be safe and, take my profits, especially when it's been so, herky-jerky, as I call it. And obviously, when we do go over the OTE level, sometimes it means we're just going to be bullish. But if we go higher, I'll just extend you a little bit. See how it's going. Okay, we are getting the one thing. Doesn't matter where they are. Everybody is copying and having issues with that kind of stuff. Am I on? I don't have internet. Am I clear? I just want to, could somebody give some feedback if I'm clear, or the sound or even the visual is okay? It looks like, right? But if I look at my other screen, it looks very, Like the internet is not good, but on OBS I'm good, seems. Well, I hope it's okay. Otherwise, let me know, guys, please. Yeah. Okay, so now we are having some trouble at the 0.62 level. Let's see what 130 is going to give us. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So we are moving into the opening range gap that I mentioned this morning. So it might get interesting if we do go up to the 0.5 level, which is 23 to 79. So if we do get above that, either we reject from there or we go further up. So um, let's say it's about 299. 299. So let's keep that in mind. Yeah, we just have to wait, see what the 130 move is going to do. 299. So, okay, that's really, we're quite down from there. We also could go just all the way up here. That's also a valid trade, right? Then we go over the OTE level. So I guess if once we go over this level, we might as well go further up. Inversion here, we mark that. So if we would go over this 15-minute inversion, I'm just taking both of them because I think the midpoint is yeah. It seems to be going higher. Might be a nice short or long. Okay. I'm gonna frame another trade here. Quick look. Okay, let's see if it rejects at this point. Yeah. I'm not really sure if this little rejection is just a small or is just going to, yeah, it looks like it wants to go further up. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm just not sure at this level. Yeah. We took out some liquidity here at the Tuesday 11 and 11:02 candle. Oh, that's today's. Um, there we go. Nice. Okay. Now we're moving. Good job. Nice. Beautiful. So there is a little gap. 23205.25. Actually, 204.25, which is also into one of these wicks. So, and we've got an order block as well waiting for us above. So let's see what happens. I'm referring to this order block here. How are we doing? We're still just crawling our way up, right? We're just crawling, crawling. We are crawling. We are crawling. Okay, we're getting above the inversion. So let's see how it's reacting. Okay, need to extend you again. Do not extend it as you need to extend today. There you go. Two, 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 208 and 215. No, that's not worth it to take a trade. And 0.6 is the word here. So I could take a 10. Let me take a. What time is it? 40. No, we're done. Here we go. I would take a 217. I rejected exactly at 79. That's nice. That is nice. Okay, I need to get you. Yes. Okay. We're still going. I think we're rejecting now. Let's see what happens at the 0.79 level. Yeah. So the calculation is the wick from the hourly. I'm looking how it's reacting if it goes over the wick to 0.5. We're already getting out of this inversion. Get a little bit wider. Here you go. See, it touched the 0.66 level of that wick. So that's why I'm just, I mark those to see if it's, let's see, 0.55. It's a beautiful market maker buy model now, which is on the buy side. Now let us calculate. Don't need it. So this is the N walk, this color. So it's, as we are above the 0.79 right now, let me just take it from this level just to make sure. If we do get above this level, which is 0 point, which is exactly the midpoint of that wick, the hourly wick that I calculated, either we reject from there or we are going further up. So that's an important point to keep in mind. Let me show you that wick. It's actually a trade. I mean, I'm thinking of, oh, it's too late. It's just, I'm not going to waste any time on this trade. Just thinking if it's worth it to take that, but you know, it might just reject at the 1/3 level, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it at that. So There we go. So now this is an important level. As you can see on this area, it's 0.4. Oh, we did already hit it. Did I miss something? Yeah, I guess so. That was a fast hit. Okay. Well, it could just be a retracement and it goes further back up. But when it just goes further back up, we might go much higher, right? Because this is, I use a lot of wicks. I mean, sometimes I don't understand why people say wicks. Well, I know why they say wicks do the damage, but I could not trade without my wicks because my wicks give me so much information. I'm talking about this wick right over here. Even though it's already been traded through, it's still valuable for calculations, like looking at these levels and yeah, don't sleep on them. There we go. But these are getting very juicy now, right? These flat bottoms. And they're two of them. I mean, we cannot. So I would be really surprised now. These are going to be left. But then on the other hand, we could go down further, make another low, and then take them out for maybe tomorrow. But then again, how they're really not that far anymore. But let's see. We've got the end walk here with the 10 o'clock. We hit the almost the 79, but we are at the top of the inversion. And we are, well, this is, even though when it's going to break out of the inversion, it's normal that it makes a little rejection there. Oh, we have got a flat bottom here as well. They're raining everywhere, the flatties. It sort of makes it hard to read when we have them everywhere, right? Left and right. But it looks very juicy. But we do have a fair value gap here. It could also reject in here. It's 147 now. Two two eight is in the fair value gap, and that's the end walk. I'm going to take a trade. 48. I'm going to prepare. It's going to be a fast one, I think. It could be the beginning of the macro, and it just takes it out, and then oh, it's a very little. Oh, yeah, it's just actually not. I need to put my stop loss there. Don't create it. 148. It does make more sense. It's going to go down first and then up, right? If it wants to go further up. Yeah. Let's just see. I'm just going to give it one more minute. Just want to see a little spike, just a little spike. I don't. This is not a trade I would do when there's a lot of people watching, because this is just not really based on any, um, you know, it is a time-based trade, but not really proper setup, to be honest. So it's a paper trade, but I would still take it. I would rather have a little bit more room. It has to. Normally, I would love it to be a little bit more, but this is just. Okay, so 150. When we have a down candle, the first one, I like to see that when we have a macro. So basically, the macros you can. Yeah, there we go. I want a little spike. Come on, spike. Let's get out very quickly. Come on, give me that little spike to the upside. 50. We have done it. Just give me a little spike to the upside. I'll get out. I'll get out. It's not. This is not. I mean, it's not based on anything. I just want to see it hit the. But it's sort of like we have this there. That's what I wanted to see. But this it's 5 points. What am I doing? Don't tell anyone. No one saw this. um. Yeah. Okay. 51. See, we have this wick, right? The 50% of that wick, and it doesn't even reach the end walk at the moment. So we might go back into the range. So we don't have a lot of info. We do have information now, but I would have had more confidence in the short if it would have hit the end walk, but obviously we also have the 0.5 of that wick. And we're at 0.79. So could this be enough for it to go to the downside? We are in the 150 macro. Let's calculate this wick here. So you'll see me calculate a lot of these wicks because, like I said, they help me in my trading. It's a large wick. I want to see where the 50% is. 50% is here, and 0.33 is here. Okay. So to get over here, we have to go over the 0.5. It does make sense because once we go over this 0.5 level, we're bullish already. So this is the turning point here. This is either we go bearish or, but once we go over, if the body closes above the 0.5 level, I get bullish. But this is the area that I'm watching for more information. So the first part of the macro could be bearish, just to move down, retracement, and then we could go up further in the second part of the macro. So this move down doesn't mean we are bearish, but it could trick a lot of people thinking that we're going bearish, which we could, obviously, but I'm not 100% convinced. We are in a bearish order block here, so we could reject. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How are we doing? Oh, it's a nice move down. See, that's what I mean, then I waste my energy on a trade, like trying to get 5 points, while I could rather, have the information. Okay, if we go down from here, it's 52. We reject from here. We're in the middle of the 50% of the wick. Take a short. You had fair value gaps on the downside. Um, Instead of just trying to get that little move up to here, which was actually quite ridiculous. But then again, I can't, I'm not feeling 100%, so I can use it as an excuse for today. Bad excuse, right? Yeah, I know. I know, I know, I know. Now, what am I looking for? Oh, there you are. I need to. Here we go. Okay. Now let's see. What are we doing? Whew. How long are we going to? Okay, you can go. So the bodies haven't left the inversion, the wicks have, so we're bearish. But let's see how far, if it goes outside the inversion again. Let's see. Need some coffee. Okay, now we're almost at 2 p.m. Eastern. Don't need that one anymore. I'm going to wait until I'm going to let this macro just finish and then reassess. So I'm going to wait until 2, and then I'll know more what to do. I just wanted to go a little bit lower, I guess. I would like to see if this level more. Just a little bit lower if it wants to go lower. Let's see. I would like to take a long, even I would be long from this, yeah, just somewhere in this area here. Yeah, let's see if hit this level, preferably. Yeah. No, it's still in the inversion, and it's 3 past 3. Also, interesting time. Let's wait a few more minutes. I'm going to wait a few more minutes, and then I'll see what I can do. Okay. So we do have a first percentage fair value gap of the 130. The top is at 23,175.25. I would like to see a retest of that. That would be preferably my optimal scenario. That we would retest the that first percentage fair value gap, and that we go back up from there. That would be what I would love to see. But yeah, doesn't really do what I want to. 5 past. A few more minutes. Now, actually, if I'm looking more closer, I do see it's actually first presented of this morning. It was actually, there was a beautiful retest at 12 past 1. Actually, that was a beautiful long in a fair value gap in a breaker in the first presented. I didn't see that one. Wow, that was a perfect long. Okay, now let's go down a little bit, get down to that level. So we're just creating a lot of liquidity every time, just equal highs. Let me check the news for tomorrow. What do we have? Today is 2nd of September. Oh, Trump speaks at 2. Oh, I didn't. Oh, Trump is speaking. I didn't know that. I missed it. See, that happens when you're not fit. I do want to know what he's saying. Let's have a look. Yeah, tomorrow we've got Yoles. Trump speaking. That's not very nice. What is the good man saying?
Within reason, say what you want, but just do not spam the chat. I do not like that. No spamming. So if I see that, I will shut it down. Other than that, just kind of do what you want, I guess, as long as you're not saying anything too crazy. Raya, good to see you. I'm happy to be back. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. She says, welcome back, Matt and family. Glad all went so well. God bless you, your family, and all patriots. And I echo the sentiment back at you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Hold up. Hold up. God, ladies and gentlemen, I found someone spamming the chat after I said not to do it. I said don't do that. Here's another one. Okay, now I'm looking at the chat and I see people spamming the chat. Okay, I'm shutting it down. There's one. I just suspended 3 people in the last 30 seconds. We're getting this chat back on track. All right, there we go. Anyway, problem solved. Maybe problem solved. Okay, we're good. Listen, really, like I said, I really don't care what you guys say, but you can say whatever you want about me. It doesn't matter. But just do not spam. This is kind of how I look at the spamming. Have you ever, boarded an airplane? You're going to find your seat on the airplane, and your seat is right next to someone
Trump
who is
is late,
morbidly
so
obese,
I'm just
and their fat is overflowing into your seat.
just busy with
So
the spam chat, so let's find another one. Trump speech. Trump announcement. Trump to make announcement. White House. Streaming live. World on high alert. Trump U.S. news. Okay, let's not be in a trade right now. He's always late lately, so I don't hope he's too late because it sort of like screws up with. Well, I want a news station that which we can trust. Oh, you cannot trust any news station nowadays. That's why I like this guy because he. Let's see. I'll just put it on here and we'll see if he.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all.
It's really annoying that Trump is so late all the time. I mean, it's just really. I mean, I can imagine that he doesn't have to be there. But if he says 2, and then it's last 2 times it was like half an hour, and one time it was really an hour later, and it's always end of day for us for traders, so it's sort of like try to get it over and done with, so we know what the market. No, I don't really believe that the market really. I think it's already baked in or something. It already knows what it wants to do, the algo, but sometimes it can make a strange wick or something, I guess. But let's see. Okay, so now we hit the first presented fair value gap of the end session. I need more stuff again. Okay, now we are at a new time window, 2. It looks like I want to get into a long. I'm getting into a long, guys. I'm just going to do it with a very tight stop. I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to use this fair value gap as my premium discount. Just a little bit below. This is what I want to do. Now I want some volatility. It looks a bit weird, right? If you look at the chart, it doesn't look very bullish. It looks actually bearish, but we just yeah, we're below the it just went outside. I'm just going to wait. Just I agree it looks bearish, but um okay, I'll wait.
It's kind of hard to imagine because it's not on the coast, But I don't know. I guess Coeur d'Alene has good sushi. I haven't tried it yet. I appreciate that. I love sushi. I love sushi a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you guys know. Listen, little crazy secret fact about me. I was actually born in Japan, and then when I was 18, I worked in Japan for about a year. Um, I was born there. My parents were living in Tokyo for about 4 years, and then my mom gave birth to me, and then when I was 4 months old, we moved back. So I was born there, but I have lived in the U.S. my entire life. And then when I was 18, right out of high school, I went and worked
So waiting for
in
Trump,
Japan,
guys. I want
and
to
a
hear
little bit
the.
in South Korea and Taiwan a little bit for about a year. So anyway, the point is, the reason why I say that is because I love sushi. Sushi's great. We love sushi.
I love sushi too.
Gotta love it. Now, I see
very
another super chat here. This is from Light Warrior. Light Warrior, $10 super chat says, Matt, all hard work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Much love from the free state of Florida. Florida's a beautiful state. Florida really is. I think you know, you can acknowledge something. A place is great. It's beautiful. It's awesome, but it's not for you. I think Florida is not for me, but it is great. It is beautiful. Also, I feel the same way about Texas. I could never live in Texas. I've got family down in Texas. I don't think it's for me, but I love it. I love Texas still anyway. It's good. You can't live everywhere. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. By the way, once again, I'll say it again, folks. President Trump has not come out yet. Everybody, we are waiting for President Trump to come out right now. He's going to conduct this whole shindig in the Oval Office here any minute. Now, it seems like he is a little bit behind schedule here because, once again, I'm checking the official White House page on YouTube. They have not even gone live yet. They have not started their broadcast. So, folks, I think that we are living on the Trump schedule. We are waiting for Trump to come out. That's fine. Man, my nose is something else today. I'm super stuffy today.
He's also that's weird. Another one in the U.S. that is
already 120 pounds.
has some issues with his nose, throat, whatever. Everybody is ill worldwide. Why are they always late? Yeah, it's very annoying.
That is
it's very annoying.
That's a lot. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you and your puppy are doing just fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I see this one here. Man, 3 days was too long. Missed you, brother. I was hoping.
Okay, you can listen to just want to. Wow, this is so annoying because now price action is just going to be held in a range. It's not going to do anything. So we'll see. We have to wait. Gosh, I'm getting hungry as well. He talks about sushi. Now I'm thinking about sushi. Oh gosh. Makes it good. Okie dokie. So see now what I don't like is that we didn't hit the end wall here. So if we're going down, well, we do have a flat bottom here at the 15, which is right over here. Yeah, so we are going lower. Okay, so we might get it going to the event horizon. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking and waiting for Trump to speak. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to see if there's already an entry for a trade. Yeah, it's just hovering around the first presented of the 130 fair value gap. It's the one that is created at 132. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna take a short. Very tight stop. Again, I need to double check the level. There we go. See, it doesn't really matter if Trump speaks. I think they already had those. There's an event horizon at 143. I'm going to take it to, unless it's already going to reject here, 143. Let's make it 147. I'm just gonna play it safe. It's just scalps. It's a scalpy 147. Okay, I'm fine. I'm just gonna leave it at one. Yeah. Now it does need to go below the 130 open price. God damn it. Okay, it's stopping out. Do we have a nice wick now? Yeah, we want to see, you know, let it just drop to the downside and then we have. Yes. Not now. Okay. Trade here. Can I keep my eye on Trump's speech? I want to know what he's saying. It's really annoying that he's so late. It's, I mean, every time. Oh, yeah. And last time it was about that soccer or about the FIFA. I'm like, really? Did we wait for that? I mean, I can imagine that other people were happy, but it's like, I mean, does it really, we were held, everybody was like, oh my God, what's the news about? And blah, blah, blah. Um, and then it was about football. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's good for the economy. I get it. But it really doesn't, I'm not living in the US and I don't really care about that sport, to be honest. So it was for me like, was I waiting for that all that time? And he was an hour late, I think. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. But anyway, um, come on, Trump. Let's see. Let me check again. Oh, we can hear what's about.
Headquarters of Space Command back to Huntsville, Alabama, which is where it was a couple of years ago. Joe Biden got in the White House and then changed the headquarters of Space Command all the way over to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Trump wants it back in Huntsville, Alabama. So we might be talking about Space Force, Space Command today. You might remember during Trump's first term in the White House, 2017 to January of 2021, Trump created what was effectively a new branch of the U.S. military, Space Force. Okay, so we might be talking about that today. And also, of course, we're talking about Chicago. We might be talking about a National Guard deployment into the streets of Chicago. We got to see. So these are three potential topics, maybe even likely topics of what we are talking about today. But no, there's a multitude of other things that we could be talking about today as well. We could be talking about something with Russia and Ukraine. Could be talking about something over in the Middle East, maybe Gaza, Israel, Iran. Who knows? Really, who knows? You know, almost always as we are waiting on the edge of our seat like we are now to hear what Trump is going to say in these Oval Office addresses, frankly, we don't know. The White House doesn't really give us a lot of warning on what they're going to be talking about at these Oval Office addresses. So we just kind of have to wait and speculate and then see whatever they have to say, whatever he has to say. I see this comment that says from Valkyria, we need the National Guard in every major city. Listen, man, you can call me whatever you want. Call me an extremist, call me an authoritarian. I don't care. If it were up to me, if I was in President Trump's shoes right now, I would send the National Guard into every single sanctuary city in the country. These sanctuary cities are operating in direct, explicit defiance of federal immigration law. The American people democratically came together to pass immigration legislation. The sanctuary cities are saying, actually, we don't really care about that. We don't care about the democratic consensus of the American people. We don't care about our federal immigration legislation. And so we're actually, instead of not only not enforcing federal immigration legislation, we are going to aid and abet illegal alien invaders, and we're going to give them free money, free government subsidies, food assistance, housing assistance, etc., Social Security in some cases.
Okay, guys, this is going to take such a long time. I'm so annoyed.
Are concerned. They're lucky that I'm not president right now. Listen.
Oh boy. Let's see if there's anything else. If there's some. Six AfD politicians found dead in Germany. Oh, that's really. Wow, that's really scary news. Okay. Okay, guys, I want Trump to speak because then we can move on with the trading. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just hovering around the same level for a while now, so we just wait. We wait. Oh, I really am curious about that news item about the 6 AfD politicians found dead in Germany. That's really not good news. I'm from the Netherlands. I lived in next door, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find Trump again. Seriously. Okay, Trump speech. Let's see. Trump speech. Trump speech. Box. Oh, I think it's starting.
So I don't have the specifics where that's concerned. What I am suggesting is that it's not time.
This is not it. I'm gonna go back to Netflix. Alright. At least he makes some. Yes, this is great. Yeah, this is the live one. Still not live. Are you kidding me?
Decades. And if you're aware of the context here, what is going on right this very moment is the single largest deportation and remigration effort.
I want to hear Trump. Patience is being tested, guys. Patience is being tested. We might as well stay on. Okay. Change this. Okay, well, so tomorrow we have Jules. Let's see if we have anything interesting during London. There is some news in for the European, but we just, that doesn't really move the model. They really have no significance anymore. But the GBP London sometimes does. Let's see, 4:30, 4:15. MBC member, okay, and then final services PMI. So 4:30 and 4:30 is that might be interesting. That's the 3rd of September. Then the 4th, we have a nice 8:30 news candle again. I love the 8:30, but then again, also we have 9:45 and 10 PMI. So that's red falling news on Wednesday. Oh, okay, and then we have a non-farm on Friday. Oh, it's Thursday, by the way, because we're already on Tuesday, right? And then we have the FP, non-farm employment change, 8:30 on Friday. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, we also have non-farm productivity and ADP non-farm employment change tomorrow. Okay. So, like ICT says on FP, we better be out. But sometimes we still have good trades, but we just have to be more specific and just trade your A plus setup. There are opportunities. So still waiting for Trump as it's hovering around in this area. Let me just double check because we just want to listen to him, right? Hello, how are you? It's quiet in the chat, so I'm happy to see you. Well, I'm thinking it's heading. Well, it's a good one. On the 15-minute, let me just go to my chart. If we go, let me go to my 1 hour again. So we had I was looking at this wick. Hello, Dolly. I was looking at this wick here, and if we the 50%, we didn't go over the 50%, or we actually touched it, then we went down. So we didn't touch the end walk. So yeah, I would be inclined to think downwards, but then again, let's see how it reacts at the 130 level, right? So yeah. So at this moment, I'm inclined to think we're going down to take out either to this event horizon and then maybe these levels here. But yeah, I'm just waiting for Trump to speak so we can have a little bit of direction. Let's see. Oh, you have to go out.
Okay, any minute now, President Trump is going to come on out. Right now, we have a beautiful view of the White House. The White House, I think this is technically the back lawn. This is the back lawn, I think. 4 American facts, Matt. American factoids, huh? I think I just need to start rattling off tidbits of American history. Well, I don't know. It was 1898 when we had the Spanish-American War, and then we beat the Spanish, and then we put the Philippines and Guam and Puerto Rico from them. There you go. There's another fun fact. Okay, now I'm trying to open up Twitter, or X as it is known, X. Maybe there's an update here. Are they behind schedule? What is the deal? Well, clearly
they're always behind schedule.
37 minutes behind schedule, but that's okay. Hey, by the way, down in the Rumble chat, this is Falcon's Disciple. I got the name right. Thank you very much. Another 10. He just gifted another
little gap
10
here?
Rumble premium subscriptions down in the Rumble chat. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that a lot. You are all over the place. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, folks, that's a big deal. Thank you. Thank you very much. I see real quick. This is coming out of the Pentagon. The Pentagon is set to authorize up to 600 military lawyers as temporary immigration judges. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's breaking news hot off the press right now. 600 military lawyers are going to be repurposed by the Pentagon. This is hot off the press. Repurposed by the Pentagon to act as immigration judges. The reason why? To help expedite the process, expedite the rate at which all of these illegal immigrants can be processed through the legal system and deported. So you have all these radicals on the far left. They're saying due process, every single illegal alien, due process. First off, the first thing that must be said here is, did any of them give one crap about due process when they illegally invaded, they snuck into our country?
So you see that the 0.38 is exactly at the 130 level.
Did any of these illegal alien invaders care about
it could be enough to go back up, right? Just we don't have to hit the 50% level.
They invaded the country illegally. Their friends in the Democratic Party, all of these far left radical progressives, if you want to get rid of them, though, due process. So now what has President Trump said? President Trump said, listen, hey, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 600 military lawyers. We're going to repurpose them as immigration judges. And we're going to start mass expediting the deportation process for all of these people. We are getting them out. And thank God, that's great news. Thank God. That little tidbit is hot off the press. Once again, folks, if you are tuning in, President Trump is set to go live in the Oval Office any second now.
Okay, that's what we want.
Let us know what is the news of the day. I'm going to reload this and see. Here is the official White House broadcast live. Yet the answer is no. Really, there are just tens of thousands of people sitting on the edge of their seat right now, waiting for President Trump to go live in the Oval Office. We are about 39 minutes behind schedule. So, hey, I'm with you guys. I am with you guys.
It's annoying. I mean, I can, so late. It's really annoying. It's a little bit too long.
I'd like no immigration, legal or illegal. This is my take. This is my thing. I think there are cultures and nations where the immigrants coming from them are a little bit more compatible with America than maybe some other places around the world. So let's come up with a couple examples. Do we have a problem with Swedish immigrants? No. Swedish immigrants, Sven from Sweden, or Gertrude or whatever a Swedish girl's name is, they're not exactly causing problems. They seem to assimilate just fine. They're not exactly causing issues. Are Hans and Gretel from Germany, are the German immigrants causing problems when they come in the country? They seem to be doing just fine. Okay, I don't think we have an issue with German immigrants. Do we have an issue with, Scottish immigrants? Let's say a Scottish woman wants to come live in the U.S. Is that really a problem for the country? Or Norway, or maybe a Finnish guy? Is that causing a lot of issues? I don't particularly think so. I think the big problem we have
to go
immigrants that are first off culturally incompatible. Let's put it that way. But also, there's another problem that nobody talks about. If you take so many immigrants from one place so fast, what tends to happen is these immigrants, they tend not to assimilate, rather they end up making cultural or ethnic sort of enclaves or ghettos where they just kind of remain amongst their own. They build their own little bubble inside of the U.S., and it's very easy for them to do that. Let's use Mexico as an example. Because we've taken so many Mexican immigrants in this country, what ends up happening is they make their own Spanish-speaking.
Now, does it look bullish or bearish, this chart? Triple 0.62 is here, and the event horizon is there. Gosh, come on. I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm just getting annoyed with the late Trump being so late, and I just want to know what's going on, and I'm getting a little bit tired voice-wise as well. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna get some rest, give my voice a little bit of rest, put something in my belly, and then yeah, see. I'll be back during London and again during the PM session. Unless my voice really is giving me a hard time, then I really need to take some rest because it would be difficult not to speak. I guess you don't want to just sitting here and just sitting and doing nothing. Anyway, I wish everyone a very good evening. Thank you for popping by, saying hello, and yeah, just supporting me in these starting weeks. I really appreciate it. For now, it's bye bye, and I see you soon again. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.